welcome to the Fairfax Scene. I'm your host, Rachel Roth. Spring is in the air and now is the perfect time to think about renovating your home. Did you know that the city has a neighborhood renaissance program that could help you make your dream home a reality? Here's how it works.
Remember when your house was perfect and then things started happening? Your family grew and things got tight. Or maybe your house just needed a facelift or a little TLC. Instead of moving, you can move up or sideways right here in Fairfax City. Create a new kitchen, add bedrooms, and more. The City of Fairfax Renaissance Housing Corporation offers loans where you pay no interest for 2 years. You can get a loan for as little as $10,000 or as much as $250,000. It's all done through Main Street Bank with an investment from Fairfax City to defray the interest. Again, you'll pay no interest for 2 years. So in the end, you save money, improve your home, and stay in one of the greatest little cities in America. For more information, visit fairfaxva.gov and search Renaissance Housing, or just call 703-385-2494. Main Street Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back in 2000, we could see the concentric circles of blight coming out of the center of the metropolitan area. We wanted to protect ourselves against that. And that was the genesis of the Fairfax Renaissance Housing Corporation. We want to be able to provide the homeowners of the city of Fairfax with an attractive program to be able to renovate and improve their homes. We have partnered with Main Street Bank. This particular bank has its headquarters right here in the city of Fairfax. The FRHC board looks at the homes that have applied, and if it meets our criteria, then we send that application on to this bank. And the bank then looks at the financials that are associated with their loan request. The main points in our guidelines is to complete the renovations within 18 months of the closing of the loan. We do not, or prefer not, to do this program for a house that is newer than 10 years. And the work needs to be done by licensed contractors. This program allows people to be able to renovate their homes and increase the value of their homes and not have to move out of the city. So once you're here, if you like it here, as we all do, then this program is well worth it looking into.
I love the city of Fairfax. We have wonderful neighbors. The city services are awesome. Everyone we've ever dealt with in the city is awesome. We love the downtown area, all the restaurants. We love the accessibility to Fairfax Boulevard, I-66, Metro. We expanded this house because our lifestyle needs changed with him working from home, I work from home. He needed a music room. We just needed more space and we didn't want to move.
We had one of those old 19-foot driveways that only fits about 1.5 cars. And when she was here alone, it was not a big deal. But when we got married and I moved in, suddenly we have 2 cars and not enough room in the driveway. We brought a contractor in. Next thing you know, widening a driveway turned into a garage, a longer driveway, a rebuilt patio, and a rebuilt porch.
The house originally came with a very, very small square front porch and a very small square back patio. So when our widened driveway evolved into a longer driveway and a garage, it didn't take much to talk me into extending the front porch into a nice long front porch. And I've always wanted a back patio. So we added a covered porch.
Well, the 4th of July, before we put on the covered patio and the garage, we had a bunch of guests over, and I got to do the grilling in a cloudburst. When the proposal came to cover the patio, there was no doubt.
The second project was we decided to build up and add a new story to the house.
We had really 4 bedrooms that were actually all pretty small. So we have a split level house with 3 existing levels. We added an extra one up that basically went through one of the closets. So we turned that bedroom actually into a loft area, and that is what is used for my office. So you come up, you have a landing. We added a major bedroom suite. We have a walk-in closet that fits both of our clothes now. The old one did not. We have a much bigger bathroom. So now we have 2 separate vanities that are split by a shower. So we both have plenty of storage space. We both can get ready in the morning at the same time. We have a closed-off toilet area, and the other 2 rooms that we have look like just smaller bedrooms, but one of them is Susan's office. She has all of her stuff set up. And the other one is my music room, which, yes, the walls are sound insulated.
Everyone we worked with was helpful, and everyone at the bank was helpful. So we had no issues.
If you're going to encourage somebody to take advantage of something, you make it easy for them, and they've definitely made it. I mean, it's not like, snap your fingers and it's done, but everything is very clear, everything is very precise.
So if you have questions, call the people at City of Fairfax, because they're very knowledgeable, very helpful, and they'll walk you through the process.
The Renaissance Housing Program is definitely worth checking out, especially if you're already considering making some home improvements. Another thing to consider is solar energy. The Solarize Fairfax City event runs April 16th through June 14th. During this time, you can receive a free solar assessment, take advantage of discounted pricing and other incentives, and attend community events to learn more.
Solarize Nova is basically a grassroots community-based initiative where we try to go out and make solar more affordable for homeowners and business owners alike. We try to create a one-stop shop for everybody so that you can come to us with any kind of questions, references to installation companies, and also what we do is do site assessments as well through satellite photos. So how is it paid for? Solarize Nova is basically self-funded through different types of revenue streams, business sponsorship, contract referral fees. So if any of you actually goes through with installation, you'll actually be supporting LEAP. Support from local towns and cities that we partner, and then grants and donations as well. So why support Solarize program? For the most part, it's to support clean, green energy in the community, and also to support the local economy. So that's why we go out and actually get bids from Virginia-based contractors. So if you're the first one with solar on your block, you really stand out as a leader in the community in the green energy movement. Why do we ask you to sign up for Solarize? Mainly to help support the program that we're doing and show that it does help local towns and cities meet their energy efficiency needs, renewable energy, green items as well. And then we're able to get a lower discounted price as well as we do that, because they're basically bidding the jobs that are going to be provided through the campaign. And what we do is really try to create a turnkey or a standardized installation for everybody. So we really try to do all the research for you to create that turnkey system. By teaming up with local governments, they help us get the word out there through press releases, social media, newsletters, newspapers, all that kind of stuff, and also to help facilitate and host these info sessions as well. So how does it work? We try to make it as easy as possible. Really all we ask is to go to our website, sign up under your town or city. You'll receive an email, and in this email it really kind of breaks down the process. It'll ask you to send back to us a letter of interest signed. It's a non-binding letter of interest. It's just really making sure that you have read everything and you understand the process. And then the next thing we ask for is your most recent utility bill, specifically the electric bill. And why we need this is really so that the contractors, when we go forward, the contractors will know how to customize a system based on your energy use for your home. And then after that, LEAP, myself or one of my colleagues will actually go and take a look at your house through different satellite photos just to make sure that your home does look feasible and has good solar potential. If your home looks good to go, solar-wise, what I'll do is pass your electric use onto the solar contractors, and what they'll do is actually schedule a site visit for you. And they'll come out, spend a little bit of time with you, walk through a proposal just based on the energy use, the size of your roof, the tilt of your roof, and kind of give you a whole proposal based on that. A couple things that we look at. So the orientation, this is the summer sun and the winter sunrise here. So what we're really looking for is a south-facing roof. Is most ideal for solar, but east and west also can work as well. This is an example of somebody that they did have a little bit of shading around their house, but maybe midday about, they have direct sunlight right on the roof there. So they might not get as much throughout the day, but they definitely get some, and they really want to go forward with it. So generally, install actually only takes 1 to 2 days. Some people it only takes a few hours. It really depends on the size of the roof and the size of the system that the contractor is going to install for you. The whole process of going solar generally takes 6 to 12 weeks. So we got the panels, the photovoltaic panels, which is what everybody sees on roofs. But other than that, there's what we call the balance of system, the rest of it, which would be mounting hardware, the inverter, cables, and the meter. The production lifetime of the system is 25 years, but that's really just based on warranties. We say that usually, they'll way outlast those warranties. All right, so the other big aspect of the installation, other than the panels, is the inverter. Basically what this does is take the DC output of the panels and inverts it to AC output so that you can use it in your home. You will have a couple options when you go to see the proposal. There's what we call a string inverter, where all the panels will go into one inverter and change it. Or there's micro inverters, which if you have shading or a couple other things, the installer might recommend those for you. If you have one panel shaded but the next one isn't, it tries to create a balance in the system so that that shaded panel won't bring down the output of the entire system. So once you sign up, once you send us the letter and the utility information, really I'd say it'd take about at most a week to really hopefully get back to you within that week and let you know the solar potential of your home, what we saw through those satellite photos. And if everything's, looks good, then I'll actually put you in contact with one of the installation companies. And from there, it really only takes a couple of days for them to actually reach out to you to schedule an appointment, a site assessment, and get going on the proposal for you.
Wondering if your home is a good candidate for solar panels? There's a great online tool to help you find out, and it's so easy to use.
This tool can be used for business owners and homeowners to get an idea to see if solar energy would work for their property. People can access this tool by logging on to novasolarmap.com. You can find your home or building of choice by using the address search bar here. For example, you could type in the address for City Hall. It'll bring up your address here. It'll zoom in to that location. You can use your mouse to navigate to the location, and when you click on it, it'll give you analysis of your roof area, what area is usable for solar, the percentage of your roof that's usable, the system size that they recommend, and then the projected annual savings for electricity usage. And that is based on the current residential rate of 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So the solar map shows the area of your roof that gets sun and that is also covered by shade. The red colors and the oranges and the yellows shows areas that have good sunlight, and the blue is more of the shaded areas. Typically, the southern portions of the buildings get better sunlight. So in this neighborhood, you can see that some houses get a lot of great light, some get a mix of great light, and then some are pretty shady. The solar map's a great tool, but it's no substitute for getting an on-site solar assessment done by a certified contractor.
So if you're still wondering if solar is right for your home or business, there's an excellent opportunity for you coming up on May 15th. A free information session will be held at Old Town Hall beginning at 7. You can hear all about the program and meet with solar contractors and energy experts. While we're on the topic of the environment, here's a look at the composting center on the grounds of City Hall. Up next, there are big changes coming to Russ Curve. Here's the scoop.
Heads up, Fairfax City, there's some big changes coming to the roadway known as Russ Curve along Chainbridge Road. Right now, we have crumbling sidewalks and major erosion, so with funding from the Virginia Department of Transportation, we're building a new sidewalk and a gorgeous gateway to our historic downtown. Beginning around May 1st, the northbound lane of Chainbridge Road will be closed to traffic for approximately 12 months. How will it impact your journey from point A to point B? It's all about the detour. If you're heading northbound on Chainbridge Road and coming through the city, you'll turn east at Whitehead Street and then north on University Drive. From there, you'll proceed west at Kenmore Drive before returning northbound on Chainbridge Road. If you're a pedestrian or cyclist, you can detour around the work zone using sidewalks on Whitehead Street, University Drive, and Kenmore Drive. Remember though, the southbound lane on Chainbridge Road at Russ Curve will remain open to traffic, and our downtown remains open for business in both directions on Chainbridge Road. We apologize for this inconvenience, but the new sidewalk will be a big payoff for pedestrians and cyclists, and the work will add to the overall beauty of the city and our downtown. If you'd like to get updates about the project, visit fairfaxva.gov and search Russ Curve. Or sign up for Fairfax City Alert and get traffic updates sent directly to your phone or through email.
Before we close, we wanted to make sure you knew that the Spotlight on the Arts Festival runs April 26th through May 12th. Visit fairfaxspotlight.org or call 703-352-ARTS for a schedule of events. And be sure to tune in next month for some highlights from the festival. For the Fairfax Scene, I'm Rachel Roth, and we'll see you next time.